what the we have the newest Super Awoken character coming out very soon. I think he drops in a few days. Really like his artwork, really like his design, but his kit, who signed off on this? First and foremost, this new character is Jay. This character gives himself 200 art gauge at the start of each battle. But then you get into his kit and you're like, oh, skill is whatever, just an evasion rate debuff. His art, buffing up everybody's water damage by 50%. If you used it within the first 120 seconds of a quest though, you buff up everybody's art gauge by 20 as well. Okay, solid, you know, that's a decent buff. True art though, reduce enemies damage res by 40%. If used when own HP is 90% or more, reduce enemies damage res by 80. Who signed off on this, brother? 80% damage res down is astronomically huge. That is such a massive damage buff. For people that don't know, we've said it countless times on this channel, damage res reduction on a boss is multiplicative. That means it multiplies your damage. And he almost has 100%. You can get to 100% actually, but we'll get into that in a second. Super art, massive multiplier, not surprising nowadays, 50% damage up, art gauge by 2, right? However, if you use this within the first 120 seconds of the quest, you increase your own damage by 100% instead, and you get art gauge plus 4 per second. Stackable. This lasts for 60 seconds. This is actually crazy. With this character, you can pop the art as soon as you get into a quest to just give everyone 50% damage up, or just to give himself an extra 50% damage up. Next stage, he gets another 200 art gauge. He has a super art now, and now you can choose to go into the super art if you want to. And then let's say actually now there's 3 stages instead of 2, and you can use your true art next turn, boom, blow something up like it's not. This character is wild. He doesn't even need the super art. Just the true art alone and the 200 art gauge is enough. The worst part about this character is his slots suck. But even then, like, they're not that bad because you can change his 4-star physical out for a 4-star support, so he does have at least a support slot if you want to use it, but he has a 5-star heal. Why does he have a 5-star heal and he's doing all this type of damage? Who knows? I guess they just want to nerf him just a little bit. Also, I want to mention too, apparently he's supposed to have a gun blade. I don't know what part of this sword is supposed to be a gun blade, but my definition of a gunblade is like Squall. He wields a gunblade. This guy looks like he wields a lightsaber. That's just me though. You can actually get to 100% DR now, like 100% DR down. If you have Kurama's whip on someone else, you can use Jay's true art, then use Kurama whip. If it poisons, boom, you're over 100% damage res down. I think this is the first time we've actually reached that point in the game. I think before this, that was not possible from what I understand. Maybe it was with Melty, but I'm not for sure. So tons of DR, tons of damage ups. The only thing you really got to give him is just some crit rate. That's the only thing he doesn't have, but even then, you could just use his 4-star support, give him like Sonic Scar for Terra's Conjunction or something, and then he's able to crit now. Now, in terms of the weakness to this character, he could have some glaring ones because, of course, we haven't seen all of his gameplay. His animations could be extremely slow, which would kind of hinder him a little bit in terms of his stacking potential. If his startup is very slow too, then that's going to hurt him in the nuking department. But if his animations are fine, then, you know, we don't have to worry about that. And really, like, the only way to counter this type of unit would be if you fight a boss that's resistant to physical damage, or you fight a boss that is resistant to water damage. But outside of that, you would be able to use this guy so much. Like, if you have luck gems saved up and you max luck this character, this guy is literally gray on roids. Like, oh my good, I didn't even think about that. That's, oh my god. I didn't mention too, I feel like this character is going to bring in a lot of auto comps when it comes to like the Crest Palaces, because getting 200 art gauge per turn is so massive. So he's very interesting. I think this character is definitely going to be turning a lot of heads. I think this character is going to be very strong as a damage dealer. I am almost positive if this character didn't have the 200 art gauge up per wave, he actually wouldn't even be looked at. Like, he would just be considered like another whatever type of damage dealer for Super Awakenings. But either way, tell me what you guys think about Jay down below in the comment section. Also, tell me down below if you're going to be going for him whenever he drops on JP. If you are, wish you guys the best of luck. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, man. Thank you all again for coming out. It's been your boy Pete, and last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.